na 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 na.
Hi comrades, hello you guys. So today I'm going to be making a video on how I deep condition my hair, how I mix my deep conditioner. Okay guys, hi. I'm going to talk you through how I mix my deep conditioners. Most of you know that I mix my deep conditioners, some of you may not. So yeah, okay. I always have a base, okay, for my deep conditioning mixes. Today I'm using Yes 2 Carrots Pampering Hair Mud. Okay. Usually I use my, what's it called? My Lustrous Silk, Shea Butter and Mango Cholesterol that I've been using for many years, but it has been discontinued. So yeah, I'm using this as a base now. I'm gonna find a new base. When I do, I'll let you guys know, but this is what I've been using. I bought this hoping that it would work for my hair, but it's by itself, it does nothing at all. Okay, what I also do is, if I have a conditioner that I'm trying to get rid of, then I will add that in there. Okay, so this is my Bare Fruit Hair Conditioner, and it's the Green Tea Avocado Conditioner, and this is super moisturizing, like beyond belief moisturizing, but it has no slip. For my hair it has no slip, so I always like to add it to stuff. So yeah, okay. And then honey. I always have honey in my deep conditioners. Honey is a humectant like glycerin, so it draws moisture from high areas of concentration to low areas of concentration. The low area of concentration being my hair, the high area of concentration being the deep conditioning mix as well as the water. Okay. And then my oils, I always use a maximum of 3 oils. I've mentioned it in like another video before. Yeah, so at any one given time I will not use more than 3 oils together in my hair. Okay. So today I'm using just 2, and I'm using extra virgin olive oil and extra virgin pure coconut oil. If you're going to use oils in your hair, what you want to do is get them unrefined to have the full benefits of unrefined of the oils. Why am I rumbling? Oh guys, I'm just hungry. It's early in the morning. Then there's my coconut milk. I put coconut milk in all my deep conditioners weekly. This is my way of incorporating a bit of protein into my weekly regimen. My hair likes protein, light protein. I can't use like heavy proteins like the Afro G system, but what I can do is use like light proteins, and my hair loves coconut milk. If you don't know whether or not you're protein sensitive, I would say, and you want to try using coconut milk, then you can use it for a month, as in 4 washes. I wash weekly, so depends on how often you wash, and then kind of monitor your hair for that week, well, that month. So yep. Alright, and then what I do is I just mix all this up in a bowl like that. Alright, you guys are familiar with this bowl. I use it in like all my tutorials, but yeah, okay. And I'll be back to show you what it looks like. This weekend my hair has been through the works. I have wet it, picked it out, pulled it in a low bun, twisted it, this, that, like I've done 1,000,001 things to it. So it's looking kind of crazy, but I'm just gonna show you now. So this is my mix, okay, and you'd have seen me like just mix it or whatever. And yeah, I'm gonna, as usual, I'm gonna shut up and show you. So enjoy the rest of the video. so I finished. I did the same thing I did on this side, so I used all of it. I always use all of it. I never have any left. And I'm just gonna apologize now if this video ends up being a little bit long, because I just want to talk you guys through what I do. So this is my spray bottle with my water and aloe vera juice, and I will spray each section to get it damp, not like damp, but just slightly damp. And then also, prior to applying my deep conditioner, I do pull my ends. I pull on my ends slightly, not pull, but like I tug on them, because what happens is during the course of the week, as my hair's out, exposed, the ends curl up and shrink. So with me, most of my shrinkage happens at my ends, not necessarily at my roots, if that makes sense. So I pull them out to stop tangling, or to smooth them out, okay? I also put the water in there because that helps the conditioner go in better, and I don't even know what word I'm looking for, but basically, yeah, it helps it helps me, or it allows me to saturate my hair properly with product, because it allows it to move around and all that stuff. Can't talk today. And then yeah, so you saw that, and then I also apply the conditioner in there in further sections. I will like section up again, and I smooth my conditioner through my hair, and I work on my ends, and I pull my ends, and I slightly finger detangle. So I'll slightly move it and pull and rake a little bit to get some shed hair out at this stage. I also do that whilst in the shampooing stage, and then when I finally come to detangle, I just don't have that much shed hair, and it's much quicker. Okay, so I do have a lot of hair, so I can't save all my finger detangling for just when I'm detangling. I do kind of pull and tug until I'm finally doing the main detangle. That's it. When it comes to my coloured sections at the front, I do apply a little bit more conditioner to those sections and smooth, constantly smoothing with this method. Okay, pulling on my ends, detangling. If I find a knot, I will just like move that, you know, the knot, and then like work it through, go back or whatever. So I have it here. Now what I do is I can do either three things, or one of three things. The first one is, if this was at night and it's not, then I would apply it, put my plastic cap on, go to bed, wake up the next morning, shampoo, detangle, style, or whatever. Or I can use my heating cap. I'm not advertising or anything. I just know that somebody's gonna ask me like, oh, where did you get your heating cap from? What brand is it? So just so you know, okay. I will use this conditioning cap. I hope that picks up. Okay. And this was a gift from Kyla's sister, but you can get conditioning caps from like any beauty supply store, so any black store, or any store that stocks like black hair products. Okay, so a beauty supply store, or online. But I'll either use this, and I'll sit underneath this for like 2 hours, read a book, watch TV, or just be on my laptop. And then once I take it off, I allow my hair to completely cool down. So I might leave it for like another 30 minutes or another hour, depending on if I have to do stuff around the house, and let it completely cool down before I step into the shower and shampoo. Okay, or I will steam, because I have a steamer now, which I'm going to do today. So I'm going to be steaming my hair today. You don't necessarily need to do any of these last two things. You can just leave it overnight, or leave it for like loads of hours or whatever. I do either or. I don't really have a set one that I do all the time. Or I will use a steamer. You can get steamers anywhere. Just Google hair steamer. I have a beautiful steamer. So I do use that every now and then. Not often, but every now and then I will sit underneath a steamer. So I hope I've answered everybody's questions. I think I've touched on everything I want to touch on. And I will see you in the next video. Oh yeah, if I'm using a steamer, then obviously I sit underneath it for until it stops beeping. And then once again, I let it cool down. And that's it. And I'll show you. Oh, yes. Just to address people that are asking about my hair texture or my hair type. I don't know what my hair type is. In the past, I've said I'm in the 4s. So I'm going to stick to that because I think I'm in the 4s. I could be right, I could be wrong, but I don't really care. I've managed to, you know, be on this hair journey for like the last almost 3 years now without knowing exactly what my hair type is. So I don't really think it's a big deal. I don't think you need to know what your hair type is. But what I do know is I have multiple textures, like most of you do. And you can tell this is like, one side hangs more, this side shrinks more, this side curls up more, this side waves up more. So you just need to learn to deal with like your different textures more than knowing exactly what your hair type is, I guess. So I'll show you. This is my hair with conditioner in it. Okay. Alright. Bye.